Hello dear students, welcome back to first PUC online classes. As we have seen in the last class, we were discussing about the thermal expansion. In this occasion, we will discuss concern to application of thermal expansion. Let us see the application of thermal expansions one by one. Shall we see? That today's concept is applications of thermal expansion. Applications. Applications of thermal expansion. See here, due to thermal expansion of a solid, we have lot of application. Let us see the first application is thermal stress. Thermal stress. Right, students. To understand the concept of thermal stress, we have to know about few concepts. The concept is the stress, strain and Hooke's law. This concept we will learn in mechanical property of solids. Briefly we will see what is meant by stress, what is meant by strain and what is meant by Hooke's law. See here students, whenever external force acting on solid, its shape may changes. Right, whatever type of force acting. If external force acting on solid, definitely its shape changes. When force acting on body or solid, we are defining two physical quantities. One is the stress, second one is the strain. Shall I take? I will take. This is nothing but solid I will take. This is the solid. Right. This solid has a definite area A. Right. Whenever external force acting on this solid, its shape may change. How much external force? This is the external force acting. When an external force acting on the solid shape may change like this. It may change like this, right? When shape changes, we are defining one term that we are calling stress. Shall I do the stress concept here? Briefly we will see. Because this concept we are learning in detail in mechanical property of solids. Stress means the force developed per unit area of the body. What is that? Force developed per unit area. This concept we are calling stress. How this is? Force developed per unit area. This we are calling stress. And one more physical quantity we are defining, that we are calling strain. See here, before force acting, this body has a shape or length is there. Length of this body shall I take? I will take one more example instead of this solid. Shall I take? I will take. Look at me here. Now I will take a metal rod. Look at me here. This is nothing but metal rod. Of what length is there? L is the length. What about area? A is nothing but area. Right, students? When external force acting on solid, then the external force act. This is the external force. How much force is there? This much force. When force acting, its shape may little bit change. This is the change in shape. How the change in shape is there? Change in shape becomes a del. I mean length it changes. Right? Then area may be changes. How much area may be changes? A dash area may be changes. Right? Then what you can say here? Stress is there. What is the stress? Force developed per unit area we are calling the stress. Then what about the strain quantity? Strain is the ratio of a change in shape of the body to original shape of the body, or in terms of area you can call, in terms of volume you can call. Simply I want to see in terms of length here. How to take actually strain? Strain is a physical quantity. It is the ratio of a change in shape of the body to original shape of the body. What is the change in length? Change in length means shape. What about this original length? How to take the strain quantity here? Strain is nothing but change in length divided by original length, or change in shape divided by original shape. These two physical quantities. Remember, Stress is force developed per unit area. Strain is the ratio of change in length to original length or change in shape to original shape. We got simply. Briefly we are asking. Then what about Hooke's law here? See here, Hooke's law says that Hooke's law. This law says that under certain elastic limit, because every body has elastic nature. Whenever force acting on body, its shape may changes. When force removed from the object, its shape may get original shape. I mean, under elastic limit, Hooke's law says that the stress developed on body directly proportional to strain. Stress developed on body directly proportional to strain, or the stress equal to some constant into strain, where constant y we are calling Young's modulus, or simply the ratio of stress divided by strain. We are calling Young's modulus. What Hooke's law says? Under elastic limit, stress directly proportional to strain, or stress equal to constant into strain, or constant y equal to stress divided by strain. Where what you are calling y is nothing but Young's modulus of a given solid. Briefly we are asking here, what about concept of stress, strain and Young's modulus? By noting stress, strain and Young's modulus, we are going to discuss the thermal stress developed on the body. What is the thermal stress? The concept of thermal stress in detail we will see. Right? Students, let us take a metal rod. The metal rod fixed between two rigid supports. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ರಾಡನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಗೋಡೆಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. See here, this is one rigid support. Shall I take one rigid support? I will take, right? I will take another rigid support. This is another rigid support, right? Now in between these two walls I want to fix a material of length L0. Remember, this is nothing but the metal rod. The metal rod fixed between two rigid supports, right? What about length here? Length equal to how much? L0. Now students, what happened here? When heat is provided to metal rod, what happens here? Look at me. How much temperature is that? T0 is the initial temperature, L0 is the original length. Shall I take? I want to provide some amount of heat here. This is some amount of heat. Heat source I want to provide. When heat is provided to metal rod, actually length of the metal rod is increased. Now heat provide ಮಾಡಾನ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಈ material the length ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. When heat is provided, length changes, but in this case there is no space to increase the length of the rod. No space to increase the length of the rod. When there is no space, this metal rod is slightly allowed to bend at the increase in temperature. Here there is no space to increase the length. Then what happened? Due to excess amount of heat, due to excess amount of temperature, the metal rod is slightly allowed to bend. What happens here? When heat is provided, look at me, situation becomes like this, right? The same situation I will take. This metal rod slightly allowed to blend in this position, like this shape may get, right? Are you following? See what happens? When excess amount of heat is provided, the shape may be get like this. Like this. Actually, length becomes what? Length becomes equal to L and temperature T0 becomes T value. Due to what? Due to application of heat source. This is the application of heat source. Right thing? When the metal allowed to bend due to increase in temperature, some amount of stress is developed. Actually, what happened? When heat is provided, length will changes here, but in the rigid wall there is no space to increase the length, then the metal rod is slightly allowed to bend. due to excess amount of temperature. When it is allowed to bend, this material it is in under great stress due to excess amount of temperature. That is, the stress developed per unit area, or you can call it the stress developed on the body due to increase in temperature, that we are calling thermal stress. Thermal stress ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ್ರಿ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹೌ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? The stress developed on the body due to increase in temperature, that we are calling thermal stress. Students, already is there. Now only we have seen the stress directly proportional to strain, right? Stress directly proportional to strain. Look at here. In this case, change in length I will take. Change in length how much? I will take del L. What is del L? L minus L naught I will take. Right? See here. How to define stress? Thermal stress. How to define? Thermal stress I will take. The stress developed on the body. The stress developed on body stress developed on body due to increase in temperature, due to increase in temperature is called as thermal stress. Thermal stress, right? But here what happens? When heat provided, the temperature T naught changes to T, the length L naught changes to del L. Del L nothing but change in length. According to linear expansion already is there. What is the linear expansion? According to linear expansion, change in length equal to original length alpha into how much? Delta T. This is the change in length. Shall I call? This is equation number 1. But how much stress is developed? We know concept of stress. The force developed per unit area we are calling stress. Right? How the stress is there? The force developed per unit area. This we are calling stress directly. Stress. Then what is the strain? Ratio of change in shape divided by original shape, or change in length divided by original length. Shall I call here? Change in length is nothing but del L divided by original length is nothing but L naught, equal to what quantity? This we are calling strain. Right. What Hooke's law says? Under elastic limit, stress directly proportional to strain. Right. Here stress equal to what quantity? Stress directly proportional to strain, or stress equal to constant into strain, or constant Y equal to how much? Stress divided by strain. Stress divided by strain. Shall I call this? This is equation number 2. Then from this how to take? Why nothing but Young's modulus? Young's modulus depends on nature of material. Different for different material. For aluminium different, for copper different for different material. Right now. See here, from the second how to write? Why keep the same Young's modulus? What is the stress formula? Force developed per unit area. That we are calling F by A. Strain. What is strain? Change in length divided by original length. Del L divided by L naught. L naught goes upside. L naught. Or how to write actually? F is equal to how much? Thermal force. Thermal force is equal to what? Young's modulus area into del L divided by how much? This is L naught. Right? Thermal force can be present, but already is there. Del L equal to L naught into alpha delta T. Del L divided by L naught equal to alpha delta T. Del L divided by L naught equal to alpha delta T. Then shall I represent this equation? Thermal force developed on this rod, alpha into A, Y into A, del L divided by L naught equal to alpha into how much? Delta T. Right? This we are calling thermal force developed on the metal rod. But actually A is nothing but area of this rod. Finally, if we cut this area, it looks like a sphere. That is area of cross section of this sphere. How to write? Or area cross section of metal rod. A equal to, when you cut at the end, it looks like a circle. That's what I will take this area equal to how much? Area cross section phi r square alpha into delta. This is thermal force developed on the metal rod due to excess amount of temperature. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ರೇಂಜಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ ಅದು ಲೆಂತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕ್ರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ಸ್ಪೇಸೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ one of the application of a thermal expansion of solids. Now students, we will take the second application, pendulum clock or simple pendulum we will take. See here, second application is pendulum clock. Look at me. The second application we will take, pendulum clock or simple pendulum. Pendulum clock. See here how the pendulum clock looks like, or simple pendulum we are calling. See here on the wall, the pendulum always oscillating like this. Repeating motion is possible. Simple harmonic is possible. The motion repeating after regular intervals of time. How it looks like? See here, we are calling this is the pendulum. This is the thread. It is attached a small ball, right? Of what length actually? L naught is the length. How much length? L naught is the length. This pendulum always oscillating with repeating motion. Like this it goes. How it goes? It goes from this position to this position. Again it goes from this position to how much? This position. Right. Pendulum oscillates like this. By what length actually originally? The original length of this pendulum, how much? That is L naught. When pendulum oscillates with the repeating motion, it has time period. Time period of pendulum or time period of simple pendulum we are calling. Time period of simple pendulum can be given T equal to 2 pi under root of L divided by Z. Under root of, or can take L also, no matter. Instead of L naught shall I take L only? L divided by Z. T is equal to 2 pi under root of L divided by Z. L is nothing but length of this thread. Z nothing but acceleration due to gravity. This derivation we are learning in the last chapter, oscillation. That is, time period of simple pendulum can be given T is equal to 2 pi under root of L by Z. Remember this only. Right. But when temperature of this simple pendulum increase or temperature of pendulum clock increase, what happens? In summer day its length may change due to increase in temperature. What happens? Due to increase in temperature, its length may change. How the length may change? According to linear expansion, the change in length equal to original length alpha into how much? Delta T. Alpha into delta T. When temperature increase in summer day, what happens? Its length expand. Right. When how much length expand? This much length expand. Change in length equal to L into alpha delta T. What is alpha delta T? Final temperature minus initial temperature. To avoid the confusion, shall I take here? Del L equal to L alpha. What is delta T? Final temperature. Theta 1 minus theta naught I will take. Because your time period is there, to avoid the confusion, I will take delta T equal to theta 1 minus theta naught. What is theta 1? Increase in temperature. What is theta naught? Initial temperature. Right. If del L equal to this equation, what about this value? See here, shall I call this equation number 1? Equation number 2? Equation 1 ಮತ್ತು 2 ದಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ರೀ? See here, arc and One more type of equation you can write. See here. Instead of like this, shall I take here? What is final length here? Final length I will take L dash. L dash equal to how much? L into bracket 1 plus alpha delta t. Like this also. Final length. Right? Or how to take this value? L dash equal to L into bracket 1 plus alpha delta t I will take. What is delta t? Theta 1 minus theta naught I will take. Theta 1 minus theta naught. Now shall I call this? Equation number 2. What is theta 1? Final temperature. Theta naught is initial temperature. Now put equation 2 in equation 1. See here. T is equal to 2 phi under root of L by Z. L by Z. Shall I take L? Instead of L here, now for new time period how to write? For this length, this time period, T becomes T dash. T becomes T dash. Then equal to 2 phi under root of L becomes L dash whole divided by how much? Z value. Right or wrong? Now again shall I take? T dash equal to 2 phi under root of L dash from equation 2. How to write? L into bracket 1 plus alpha how much? Theta 1 minus theta naught whole divided by how much? Whole divided by Z. Right? Again how to simplify this equation? That is final time period. Final time period what happens here? T dash equal to 2 phi under root of how much? L divided by Z into how much? This value 1 plus alpha how much? Theta 1 minus theta naught raised to how much? Raised to 1 by 2 or can call root like this, right? Then 2 phi under root of L divided by Z, L divided by Z equal to how much? Time period T. Again how to modify this? T dash equal to final time period. T is the initial time period into bracket how much? 1 plus alpha theta 1 minus theta naught raised to 1 by 2, right? Or we can modify this. See here, T dash equal to keep it upside, expand this by binomial theorem. How to write? If we are expanding by binomial theorem, in what happens? 1 plus half into how much? Theta 1 minus theta naught by binomial theorem. Again let us take T multiply inside. What happens here? Change in time period. From this what we are getting actually? T dash equal to T into this value. T into this value. I mean when temperature increase, time period of pendulum clock or time period of simple pendulum will increase. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ modify this equation. T dash equal to T multiply T inside plus T, right? Half alpha. Shall I take now? To avoid confusion I will take only theta 1 minus theta naught, no matter. Again how to write this? T dash minus T equal to T into half alpha theta 1 minus theta naught. Again shall I modify? T dash minus T whole divided by T equal to half alpha into how much? Theta 1 minus theta naught. This is what? The fractional change in time period or time loss or time gain of pendulum clock can be given T dash minus T divided by T equal to half alpha into theta 1 minus theta naught. From this what we are getting? T dash represent final time period after increase in temperature. ಹಂಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ T dash ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. T represent initial time period before expanding at the temperature T naught. Alpha, what is alpha? Coefficient of linear expansion of this thread, metal thread you can take. Theta 1 represent final temperature, theta naught represent initial temperature. This we are calling time loss or time gain of a simple pendulum clock due to increase in temperature. If you take in terms of hour, how to multiply? It is for 1 second. For 1 second you can represent into 1. For 1 hour into 1 hour this. I mean directly, shall I write half alpha into how much? Theta 1 minus theta naught. It is for 1 second. If we need into hour, how much? 60 minutes in hour into 60 second, like this. If we need in terms of 1 day, how to represent? 24 hours in 24 hours. 24 hours. In 1 hour, how much minute? 60 minutes. In 1 minute, how much second? 60 seconds. Like this, 1 day. For 1 second, you can represent. For 1 hour, you can multiply by 1 hour. If you want in terms of day, you can multiply by days. If you want in terms of year, then what to do? Simply this equation multiply. How to multiply? Multiply ಮಾಡಬಹುದ್ರಿ. For 1 year, 365 days. In 1 day, 24 hours. In 1 hour, 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, how much seconds are there? 60 seconds are there, right? Like this you can multiply. This is what? The time loss or time gain of simple pendulum due to increase in temperature. This is one of the application. One of the application of what? Thermal expansion of solids. Now students, you can take one more application. Application is bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip. Shall you see the bimetallic strip? One more concept, it is very important. Bimetallic strip. Very simple. Bimetallic strip is a combination of two metals of equal length of different material. What this is? The combination of two materials of equal length of different material joined together. This combination we are calling bimetallic strip. The bimetallic strip, it is used for thermostat or used to make electric contact or break the electric contact. To make up or break up the electric contact, we are using the bimetallic strip. The bimetallic strip has a special property when heat is provided. It has unlinear expansion, unequal linear expansion for different metals. How the combination of bimetallic strip and how it is working, we will see in detail. Shall I take what I said? Bimetallic strip is a combination of two materials of equal length. How this is? See here. Look at. These are two materials. I will take. This is two material combination. Two materials. See here. This is one material. One material I am calling. So shall I call this aluminium? Aluminium. For aluminium, coefficient of linear expansion is alpha 1. Right. And this we are calling steel. This we are calling steel. This is the steel. Right. This is the steel. For this coefficient of linear expansion is alpha 2. Students, consider this combination has a definite length. What about this length? L length equal to, I will take L naught. And what about thickness? Thickness of this, how much? This is T. T represent thickness. At what temperature? Temperature equal to how much? Temperature equal to T naught. This combination revived it. Revived it means they will fix by small scales. This is the revived. Like this. Like this. This we are calling bimetallic strip. Combination of two different material of equal length. Here it has special property when heat provided. It has an unequal coefficient of linear expansion. Unequal means when heat provided, this material has a different bending, this material has different bending. Which one is more bending? The material which has more coefficient of linear expansion, it may bend slightly outward. I mean, As compared to aluminum and steel, aluminum has coefficient of linear expansion alpha 1 and steel has coefficient of linear expansion alpha 2. Aluminum has a more coefficient of linear expansion. That's what aluminum is bending slightly outward. How it may bending? When heat provided to this system, heat provided, what happens here? When heat provided, they may be bent like this. How they may bend? They may be bent like this position. Shall I take the bending position? Right? They may bend like this. Like this bending possible. Right? From this center I will take. From this center. Right? Like this bending. This we are calling. This is nothing but alpha 1. I mean this is the aluminum. This is the aluminum material. Bending more because it has more coefficient of linear expansion. Alpha 1 I will take. And this we are calling. This we are calling steel. Steel. This we are calling what? Coefficient of linear expansion alpha 2. Right or now this two material has from center thickness is how much? This is a D, this also D I will take. Shall I take? This is a D I will take, this also D I will take. Equal length. Total is how much? T now. See here, from this center it may bending. By what radius of curvature? They may bend like this radius of curvature. How much bending angle? They may bend by this angle, theta. Right? Now this aluminum has length. How much length is possible? L length is possible or L1 length is possible? Like this. Then for the steel, this is the steel. How much length is possible for this? Length L2 is possible. L2 length possible. Then how to represent increase in length here? This L1 or L2, how to represent? L1 equal to how much? L1 equal to L0 into bracket 1 plus alpha 1 delta t. Final length equal to L1. L1 I have taken. L0 into bracket 1 plus alpha delta t. What is L0? Initial length. Shall I take this initial original length I taken like this? L0 I taken. I will take L1. Right. Similar expansion of this. L2. L2 shall I take this is L1, capital L1 I have taken. Capital L1 this is what? Capital L2 I will take. Now, what about L2? L2 equal to how much? L0 into bracket 1 plus alpha 2 delta t. 1 plus alpha 2 delta t. Now, question is, this is the radius of curvature, R value. R value from where to where? This also radius of curvature, R value. See here. For this aluminum, this total length is how much? R plus D. This total, R plus D. Then what about for this one, steel? For steel, R minus D. And follow madli katari. This we are calling radius of curvature. For steel, how much? R plus D. So for aluminum, R plus D. For steel, R minus D. This is total length, right? Then this radius of curvature I need to find from this angle. See here, this is the geometry. From this geometry, what is angle actually? For alpha 1, what is angle? See here, theta equal to what value? Theta equal to length of arc divided by radius. What is length L1? What is radius? Total radius in this case. Total radius is equal to R plus D for alpha 1. Similarly, theta for alpha 2, how to represent? L2. This is the L2. Right. In this case, what is total distance? R minus D. From this equation, we can find the linear expansion of alpha 1. This is the linear expansion of alpha 2 material. I mean, this is the linear expansion for aluminum. This is linear expansion of steel, and this is nothing but by what angle the material is bending, or from this you can find the radius of curvature no matter. From this one or this one you can find the radius of curvature. I said that bimetallic strip is used to make electric contact or to break the electric contact. How this is possible? See here. At a normal temperature, what happened? At a normal temperature, the bimetallic strip may be like this. Look at me. Shall I take the bimetallic strip at normal temperature? At normal temperature, I am drawing. See here. At normal temperature. At normal temperature, it may be like this. Maybe like this. At a normal temperature. But when temperature increase, this is what temperature? T0 is. Now it is electric contact is there. When temperature increase, this may break off. How it may break actually? Whenever temperature increase, what happens here when temperature T increase? Then what happens here? This one? This one may be possibility like this possibility. Because when temperature increase, it has more bending. It has more bending property. Like this it may bend actually. Shall I take? Like this it may bend. Like this it may bend actually. Right? Like this by what temperature? T temperature. That's what bimetallic strips are used to make electric contact, to make up or to break up. See here, bimetallic strip has a special property to expand unequally for linear expansion. The material which has more alpha, it has more bending property, and which has less alpha, it has less bending property. I mean, the material which has more alpha coefficient of linear expansion, it has lines towards convex. This we are calling convex. And the material which has less coefficient of linear expansion, this achieved towards the concave. This is how bimetallic strip works on the application of thermal expansion. I mean to increase the temperature. After this, let us take the one more application. Application is expansion of solid. Expansion of solid. And expansion, increase in volume of a sphere due to increase in temperature. Shall I see the one more application? One more application, shall I see? Thermal application. Application of solid. Shall I see here? Increase in volume of sphere. Increase in volume of sphere. Increase in volume of sphere. Right. Initially, I will take a volume of definite radius. Shall I see here? Look at me. This is the sphere I will take. This is the sphere of what radius? R is the radius. It has definite volume. What about volume? Volume is nothing but V. What is initial volume of this sphere? Initial volume V is equal to 4 by 3 phi r cube. 4 by 3 phi r cube. I will take initial volume. For our reference, I will take initial volume is nothing but V0. Right? When heat is provided, its volume may expand slightly. Volume may expand slightly. When heat provided, what happens? This is what? This is at the temperature T0. When heat is provided, ಯಾವಾಗ heat ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇದು expand ಆಗ್ತದ? How this is? When heat provided, actually the volume V becomes V dash, or V0 becomes V. Shall I take? Actually this is the final volume. What was the initial volume of this sphere? This was the initial volume, right? Or shall I take like this? Look at me. This is the final volume. Final volume. Shall I take this final volume is V? Right? By what radius actually? Radius slightly increased. By what value? R plus del R. Del R is nothing but final radius due to increase in temperature. This is by what possible? At the temperature T. Initial temperature was T0. Now temperature is T. Initial radius was R. Now radius becomes R plus del R. Right, students? Now here what happens? We know that it expands along volume wise. We know volume expansion. Volume expansion, how to write? V is equal to how much? V is equal to V naught into bracket 1 plus gamma into delta T. Gamma into delta T can write. Right? Organ like this also can come. Change in volume. Change in volume is equal to what value? V naught into how much? Gamma into delta T. This also right. Change in volume. What is change in volume? Final value minus initial value is nothing but change in value. But V naught we got. What is V naught? Shall I call this equation number 1 now? What is V naught actually? V naught equal to 4 by 3 phi r cube. 4 by 3 phi r cube at a temperature T naught. Again alpha is there. What is alpha relation? Alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 3 into alpha. Gamma na hinge baribodu 3 into alpha an baribodu. Again shall I take here. Then what about del V? Final volume of the sphere due to increase in temperature. V naught 4 by 3 phi r cube. Right? Gamma, what is gamma? 3 alpha into delta T. Right? 3 3 get cancelled. What is final volume? Final volume del V equal to how much? 4 phi r cube. Alpha into how much? Delta T. As compared to this one and this one, it has more value. Here volume was 4 by 3 phi r cube. Here 3 volume only 4 by 3 phi r cube into. But here how much? 4 phi r cube alpha into delta T. This is what? Change in volume due to increase in temperature. Now we will take the one more concept. Moment of inertia of uniform rod about perpendicular bisector. When a metal rod, even a uniform metal rod is suspended, it may rotate. It has moment of inertia. The concept of moment of inertia already we have seen in the last class, in last chapter. System of particles and rotational motion. One more application we will see. The last application we will see. Due to thermal expansion. See here. Shall we take moment of inertia? Change in moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Inertia of uniform rod. Uniform rod about perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. See here. How this uniform rod looks like for perpendicular bisector. Students, I will take, this is the rigid support. This is the rigid support. To this rigid support, I will take a small wire, light wire. To this light wire, I want to join a uniform rod. This is the uniform rod, right? When this uniform rod is there, when to freely suspend, it may rotate like this. It may rotate by angular speed omega. Angular speed omega. The moment of inertia of uniform rod about perpendicular bisector. At what temperature now? Temperature is T naught. At this temperature now, what happens? When temperature T naught is there, moment of inertia of this one can be given. This is ml square divided by how much? This is what? Moment of inertia of uniform rod about perpendicular bisector. This concept we have seen in system of particles and rotational motion. Now, when temperature of this one increase, temperature of uniform rod is increased. When temperature increase, definitely its length may change. Whenever length may change, its angular speed also change and moment of inertia also change. Our concept is to discuss angular speed and moment of inertia after increasing temperature of this uniform rod. Right? When temperature increase, whenever temperature increase of this rod, temperature how much increase? Whenever temperature T naught increases to T, then what is change in length? Change in length del L equal to how much? Del L equal to L into alpha into how much? Delta T. Or you can take the final length directly. I need final length. What is final length? Final length L is equal to, or L dash equal to, I will take L dash equal to L into bracket 1 plus alpha into how much? Delta T. Final length. Shall I call this equation number 1? Now we will call equation number 2. Initially moment of inertia was nothing but I. Due to increase in length, moment of inertia I becomes I dash and angular speed omega becomes omega dash after increase in temperature. Now let us discuss one by one. See here, after changing in length, what is final moment of inertia? How to write final moment of inertia of this rod? I dash equal to how much? M into L dash square divided by how much? 12. Are you following this? Moment of inertia I becomes I dash, length L becomes L dash. Right now. See here. Now I dash equal to M, keep it up saying L dash. What is L dash? This value. L dash mean L square into bracket 1 plus alpha delta T whole square whole divided by how much? That is 2. Right? But ML square divided by 12, that is nothing but I. How to keep this? I dash equal to I into how much? 1 plus alpha delta T of a whole square. Right? Again, shall I modify this? I dash divided by I equal to 1 plus alpha delta T whole square. 1 plus alpha delta T whole square root 3. How it is looks like A plus B whole square form. How to simplify this? A square plus B square plus 2 alpha delta T. We said students already. Alpha is very smaller. It lies of the order 10 raised to minus 5 to 10 raised to minus 6 per degree Celsius. Alpha square, it is again very smaller. That's what this term containing alpha square delta T is neglected. Because it is very smaller. If it is neglected, then what is remaining? Shall I take here? I dash divided by I equal to 1 plus 2 alpha delta T. 1 plus 2 alpha delta T, or you can write I dash equal to I into bracket how much? 1 plus 2 alpha delta T. From this equation what you are getting? From this equation I dash always greater than I mean moment of inertia of the rod increases with increase in temperature. ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅವಾಗ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ರೈಟ್. Now what about angular speed? Initially at a T naught temperature angular speed was omega. Right. When temperature T naught becomes T, its angular speed becomes what? Omega dash. Right. You know angular speed formula, angular momentum. What is initial angular momentum? Initial angular moment equal to how much? I into omega. Final angular momentum how much? I dash into omega dash. Right. According to conservation of angular momentum. What is conservation of angular momentum? If initial angular momentum equal to final angular momentum. Initial angular momentum equal to final angular momentum. This we are calling conservation of angular momentum. Then from this how to write? I into omega equal to how much? I dash into omega dash. Or from this what you can call? Omega dash equal to how much? I into omega divided by I dash. Here I dash is more. What is I dash? I into bracket 1 plus 2 alpha delta t. You can write like this also. Shall I modify this omega dash? I into omega, keep it up, say whole divided by I dash. What is I dash? I into bracket 1 plus 2 alpha delta t. I get cancelled. What is omega dash here? Omega dash is equal to omega divided by 1 plus 2 alpha delta t. Omega dash equal to omega by this value. Omega by this value. I mean this term is decreased. From this what you can call? Omega dash always less than omega. Then from this sign, from this one, what you are getting? When temperature of uniform rod increase, moment of inertia increase. When temperature T0 becomes T, moment of inertia I becomes I dash, always I dash greater than I. But when temperature T0 increases to T, then what happens? When T0 increases to T, final angular speed is always less than initial angular speed. This is what concern to application thermal expansion of a uniform rod due to increase in temperature. Right, students? These are for few applications of thermal expansions. The further concepts we will study in the next class. Thank you.